لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة لك والملك لا شريك لك.
Alhamdulillah wa salatu wa salam alayka ya Rasulullah. We begin by praising Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the most gracious and most merciful. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to send His peace and blessing upon our noble Prophet Muhammad Mustafa sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Dear brothers and sisters, this is your brother Wajhuddin on behalf of the Dur Hospitality Services. Once again, I welcome you all for today's webinar. Alhamdulillah, we have been doing this every weekend over the past several weeks. We have gone through many topics in preparation for the Hajj of 2026. Today, we will be walking you through the Hajj packages that are available on the Nusuk Hajj platform. This is going to be the most critical part as we go in the next phase of the Hajj package purchases. Last week, we have also reviewed the Hajj packages that came out, and since then, there has been a lot of changes. It's been kind of a turbulent phase of last week where we had the packages taken down and then packages are back again up. This is going to be a process, brothers and sisters, where we have patiently waited through the publishing of the Hajj packages. Today, Alhamdulillah, as we look for the purchase of the packages, the Dur Hajj packages are now available on the Nusuk Hajj platform. Once again, I will be walking you through the Hajj packages. We will review in detail each of the Hajj packages that we have from Dur Hospitality. We will look at the options that are available for you to make a choice for you and your family based on your needs, based on your budget, based on your preferences, and keep it ready for the day of the sale. We will also look at the way that you are going to be able to make the purchase on the day of the package itself. For that, you have to stay on with me for a little longer here. I ask that you patiently listen in to each and every step that I'm going to take you through, because that's going to help you prepare you for purchase of the Hajj packages. We will also be touching upon the eWallet activation. We will check on what kind of payment methods are there, what you need to do. I know we have all gone through, many of us already activated the eWallet, and we have also seen a lot of issues that happened during that particular phase. But for now, Alhamdulillah, things have got back again to normal, where we are not seeing any more issues. Inshallah, this should be okay as we go into make the completion of the eWallet and funding of the eWallet without any issues. I will also keep some time in the end for question and answers. I know you have plenty of questions. I have been trying to answer there through our WhatsApp group, but I know there is a lot more that comes up. Every person has a unique case, and we have been trying to address each of those cases. Alhamdulillah, with me and my team, we have been trying to help you address all of those issues that we have been seeing. But if you still have any questions, we will go through those also at the end. Brothers and sisters, my goal today is to bring you all in this forum to introduce you to the Dur Hospitality Services. Once again, Dur Hospitality is one of the 12 recognized, authorized service provider by Nusuk, and we will introduce you to them as well. And we will review those packages that we have from Dur Hospitality. We will go ahead and configure those packages step by step. I know I have done this in the past week, but once again, it is better for us because last week all the packages were taken down, and it is once again good time for us to practice this. As I tell it, more practice is better for you because it's going to help you be successful in purchasing of the package. We will walk you through what kind of Mina camps are there, the options available for each of the packages. We will walk you through the selection of the group flights or a custom flight, and we will review the transportation options. We have gone through this in the past week, but for those who are joining in for the first time, this is definitely going to be helpful for you. But also those who have already gone through it is another way of you to practice this, because that is going to be a critical factor in getting you the Hajj packages. We will at the end look at all the Dur packages and have it one package configured and set in your card. And we will also talk about the eWallet activation, payment methods, and some of the tips that I want to cover in the way you're going to be ready to make a successful purchase of the package, some backup package options that you need to have. And as I mentioned, we will also have the question and answers. I want to introduce you all to the Dur Hospitality Services. Alhamdulillah, we've been associated with Dur Hospitality Services. Dur Hospitality Services has been in the Hajj and Umrah for about 40 plus years in this business. They have, alhamdulillah, been serving the Hujjaj from past few years through the Nusuk Hajj platform, but also previously when the Nusuk was not in play. But alhamdulillah, they are very well known and a part of the Taiba brand, and we will introduce you to them in the next slide. I want you to take a look at the promo.
هذه الرحلة الإيمانية العظيمة، رحلة الحج إلى بيت الله الحرام. يسعدنا ويشرفنا في شركة دور الضيافة خدمات الحج والعمرة أن نكون جزءا من رحلتكم المباركة، وأن نضع خبراتنا وإمكانياتنا في خدمتكم، سائلين الله أن يكتب لكم حجا مبرورا وسعيا مشكورا.
حرصنا منذ البداية على أن تكون خدمتكم شاملة ومتكاملة، تبدأ من لحظة وصولكم وتمر بجميع مراحل الحج حتى عودتكم سالمين بإذن الله. هدفنا الأساسي هو أن نخفف عنكم عناء التنظيم لتتفرغوا للعبادة والخشوع وأداء المناسك بيسر وطمأنينة.
Assalamu alaikum, hermanas y hermanos. Nosotros en Dur Hajj, desde el principio, hemos estado interesados en garantizar que su servicio sea completo e integrado, comenzando desde el momento de su llegada y pasando por todas las etapas del Hajj hasta su regreso seguro. Nuestro principal objetivo es libraros de la carga de la organización para que podáis dedicaros al culto y a la realización de los rituales con facilidad y tranquilidad.
We go ahead and get started. Alhamdulillah wa salatu wa salam alayka ya Rasulullah. We begin by praising Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the most gracious and most merciful. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to send his peace and blessings upon our noble Prophet Muhammad Mustafa sallallahu alayhi wa sallam.
أؤكد لكم أن فريق العمل جاهز لخدمتكم، فأنتم محل اهتمامنا وخدمتكم شرف نعتز به. نسأل الله أن يتقبل منا ومنكم صالح الأعمال.
So as I mentioned, Dur Hospitality for Pilgrimage Services is a distinguished division of Dur Hospitality Company, which stands as a beacon of excellence in the hospitality realm. Dur, as I mentioned, has an extensive range of Hajj experience and Hajj services and packages that has been deeply rooted in over their 40 plus years of experience in this field. Dur Hospitality for Hajj Services is one of the brands under the umbrella of the Taiba Investments. Alhamdulillah, Dur has once again been authorized by the Nusuk to be the service provider for the Hajj of 2026, and this is only one of the 12 Hajj service providers. We are, alhamdulillah, once again will be supporting and partnering with Dur Hospitality Services for all the packages that have been offered through the Dur Hospitality Services. Once again, brothers and sisters, as been always known, Nusuk is the official platform through which you will be making all the Hajj purchases, and we have gone over this in the previous slides. But those who are joining in for the first time, there is no other way other than the Nusuk Hajj. We want to make sure that we once again remind you all that Nusuk Hajj is the only place where you can buy the packages. Companies like us, we will be working with all these service providers like Dur to make your journey easy, to help you make a choice of a package and all that. That's why we are here partnering with Dur Hospitality Services. Brothers and sisters, if you are still not decided on making a purchase, rather a registration of the Hajj, then it is still time. I have seen people who have actually got an application put in 24 hours before and got it approved within 24 to 36 hours. Alhamdulillah, if Allah wills, you will go. There is no way that the limitation of not getting registered should be a reason for you to not try to go on Hajj. If you have friends, family, community members, encourage them that this is still time. The registration is not going to stop. It's going to continue on even beyond the sale date itself, because there may be subsequent sales. So don't be held back because of the fact that it is too late. No, it's not late. If you have friends, family members, ask them to go ahead and then join our group. We are there to assist you, to help you get it registered and quickly get it verified as well. So those are the steps, brothers and sisters. I just wanted to make sure I remind you. You can reach out to us. We are here to assist you with the Hajj of 2026 journey. There is still time. Do not be hold back and thinking that there is no time for you to make the application. It's a matter of 10-15 minutes. You should be done with the application process. There are 10 steps that we all know about, and those who don't know about this is what we have all gone through. We have all completed these steps 1 to 5. There are still people who are still under verification, pending verification. It is okay, brothers and sisters. We are trying to push for this one. There are multiple reasons why it is getting rejected. Personal photos, not clear residence ID, and all that. Alhamdulillah, many also got it verified. Some also had issues where their application, which was verified, was put back under verification. We have escalated those with our partner Dur. Alhamdulillah, we are trying to get as many applications verified quickly in time for the package sale. So don't be worried. I understand your being in this situation is something not right at this point of time, but have patience. Inshallah, if Allah wills, you will get it verified, and inshallah you will also be able to make the successful purchase of the package. And topping of the eWallet has already started. We had seen some issues last couple of days. We got it escalated. Alhamdulillah, once again, our Dur Hospitality Service people escalated this to the ministry, got it resolved, and now we see that the funds are going through. You are able to see all the deposits that you made through your cards is coming through in your accounts. We have already seen what a service provider is. We introduced you to Dur Hospitality. We have already started making a preference of the packages, but if you have not, then we will walk you through that today. We will inshallah look at that step as well. The booking of the package is still not open. Nobody can book a package. The packages that you have preferred does not guarantee you that it's going to be held for you. It is still a process that you need to go through, and that date we think is going to be 3rd or 4th of February. Exact date and time is not known at this point of time. Inshallah, as soon as we get to know about it, we will let all our group members know. So for now, you should be ready with till step number 8. And that's where we are going to be spending much of the time on our step number 8 and some part on the step number 6. Once you have booked a package, the last part is going to be review of the itinerary. All of this we will inshallah will cover this in the subsequent webinars. But for now, we will be looking at step number 6 and step number 8. And once again, the address is hajj.nusuk.sa. For any registration assistance, brothers and sisters, scan the QR code on our on the screen. That's our WhatsApp channel. Just so you all know that there has been a reset of our QR code. If you are coming in and not able to join in with our previous QR code, please reach out to us. Inshallah, we will get you the new QR code. And for some technical reason, we had to reset our QR code and then the WhatsApp group link as well. The steps that we have completed by now, as I mentioned, we have created our account, uploaded all the documents, filled in the applications for ourselves as well as for the family members. Your application should be in application verified as well as for your family members. You should have already completed the preparation of the selection of the preferred category, activated the eWallet, and used some of the cards that you want to use to test it by doing a test transfer of the funds. You should already have done the package selection by narrowing down to at least 5 preferred packages and kept one of the package configured in your cart. If you still have not done the above step, please plan to complete this as soon as possible. In fact, again, we are there to help you and assist you with the above steps. as I mentioned, the eWallet is today available, and you can all go ahead and activate those and then also do a test transfer. Many of you already have done it. If you have not done it, if you are facing any issues, please let us know. But those who have yet to do it, please do it now, because this is the time. We will talk about the configuration of the packages itself. In the past, we have gone through it. Just so refresh ourselves, it is better that we are memorizing these steps. We begin by picking up the package. One of the package of the Dur could be standard, premium, and luxury. The only difference between this is, brothers and sisters, is the type of hotels that we are going to have. It's going to be a 3-star, 4-star, or 5-star. The next step is, of course, going to be the Mina camp selection. The standard packages only have Al Muasim camp, and so there is no option for you to select the camp. So you quickly make a choice of the Al Muasim camp when you are doing a standard. But if you are doing a premium or a luxury, you have two options. You have Al Muasim or Majar al Kabj. Depending on what your preference is, you can make a choice of the Mina camp. The next part is going to be the room type for you as well as for your family members. You need to make the bed occupancy both for the Mecca as well as for the Medina hotels. The options available for you could be double, triple, and quad. Where it is not available, it is going to be grayed out. Don't try to spend time where it is grayed out. Quickly go on to make a choice for yourself as well as for the family members. This is where you need to have all the members, the number of people in your account to be put in for the room type in both Mecca and Medina. In our case, there are only 2 hotels. Since our packages are all non-shifting, the choice is only for 2 hotels. You should be able to make this quickly, and that's where I keep telling the practice makes you really, really good in making the purchase of the package. The additional services is just one screen. You want to get through this quickly. In cases there could be offering of a adhai or a wheelchair, I really don't want you to spend time in here. Quickly go on to click on the next step, which is going to be choosing of the flights. You should already make up your mind by now that, okay, I'm going to take a group flight or am I going to take a custom flight. Many packages from the Dur has the group flight offer from major destinations around the world in North America and Europe. Please take a look in the packages, decide for yourself if the group flight is good. If not, choose a custom flight, and that we will go through that as well. Step number 6 is going to be choosing of the transportation. You can either choose a Harman Speed train or the package transportation. In luxury packages, we offer the Harman Speed train. My advice to you all is, when you come to the transportation page, pick up the package transportation. Do not spend time in here. Pick the package transportation, because your goal should be to secure your package and quickly make a choice and go on to the next step, where you will be review your package selection with your name, with the room type selection, with the flight selection, with the transportation that you have selected, the Mina camps that you have selected, and be able to secure the package by clicking on the purchase package button. I'm going to show you exactly how it's going to look. But for now, just remember, these are going to be the steps that you are going to be doing in securing the Hajj package. So with that, brothers and sisters, we will walk you through all the Dur packages that we have. We will review each of the packages, and then we will go into doing an exercise together to make a selection of a package, put it in your card, and we will exactly see what it looks like in each of your cards. Number 1 is, you have the options to narrow down the packages. There are filters inside of the packages. When you go on to the Nusuk platform, you have the dashboard link, you have the packages link, and that's what you are going to click on. When you click on the packages link, you will be coming to the screen that you are seeing on my screen. Now, what I'm doing here is, I have 2 options. One is an option to filter, where I can filter in depending on the available packages, and that is going to be helpful at the time of the sale, when you are unable to make a choice of the when you are unable to make a purchase of the package of your first preference, and maybe all the other rest of the preferences. At that time, you may want to come and click on this view package available packages only, which narrow down to only the packages that will be available at that particular point of time, given their capacity at that or availability of that particular packages. You also have other options in here, like you can filter out by the packages that only have group flights in it. You also have options to filter out by the package category. You also have the options to filter out based on the service provider. But the best option, brothers and sisters, is to just key in the word like what I have done in here with the keywords D is the uppercase, U and R in the lowercase. That's going to quickly filter you the Hajj packages from Dur Hospitality Services. You will see all the packages from Dur that you can go in and review those in detail as on today, but also on the day of the sale. This is one thing that I want you all to remember is the best way to navigate is using the search bar. You should, of course, remember the keywords, because not remembering the keywords or not having the right keyword could lead you to coming up with different results, or in fact, in some cases, no result at all. So make sure that you are making yourself a note of this as to how to filter out the packages from the packages screen. A couple of changes that have happened. The packages went down last week. Nusuk had to bring down all the packages, and it's just not with Dur Hospitality. It happened with many other service providers because Nusuk has to make some changes with their process, with their expectations or their guidelines from the Ministry of Hajj. So they brought down all the packages of Dur also. Today, Alhamdulillah, all packages are back up. There is a slight change in some of the packages with respect to the prices. You can take a look into each of the packages as on today. This is the packages that we have for standard packages. All Dur packages have Medina beginning. So Medina first is our packages. They are also non-shifting. We don't have a shifting packages. Alhamdulillah, it's a good thing. I have, my recommendation and advice has been Medina first, because it gives you the opportunity to come into the kingdom of Saudi Arabia, relax, have a good acclimatization of the weather and then the surrounding and all that. Then also offers you the opportunity to go from Medina to Mecca by stopping at Miqat in order to perform Umrah. You will make the Niyyah at the Miqat. If you were to do this from Medina, Jeddah, you would probably not do it, or rather, if you were to start from Mecca, you would not have that opportunity. So this is a good, packages with Medina first. Here are different packages that I am listing out on my screen, and each of these packages, Alhamdulillah, are very good with very good hotels. All the hotels are being vetted by our Dur hospitality people, and they have ensured that these meet the quality and then the things that we need for a comfortable and luxurious stay for you all. Even though you may be choosing a standard package, these are all in close proximity to Haram, less than about 2 kilometers from Haram. There is shuttle services that are going to be running. I ask that, if you are considering for standard packages, consider the Dur standard packages. We also offer in many of the packages the flights from USA with New York, Washington, Canada, Toronto, Pearson, United Kingdom has London, Manchester, Netherlands has Amsterdam, France has Paris and Marseille, Italy has Milano, Spain has Malta, Madrid, Barcelona. All of these packages have group flights in it. Of course, if you are from USA or North America, you can only see New York, Washington, or Toronto, Pearson. And for the rest of the Europe, you can see all of the Europe-related packages and then the group flights as well. These packages are also having the option to make custom flights. In cases where there are no group flights, I have indicated that for these packages, there are no group flights offered. This is primarily for North America, by the way, and you can, of course, make your own custom flight where a group flight is offered or where there is no group flight offered. All the packages that you are seeing, brothers and sisters, are on a quad occupancy basis. That starting price is 24,823. As you make the configurations of the flights and all that, the price is subject to change, and that could be varying depending on the options that you have selected. We also have premium packages. These are the two premium packages that we have. These two premium packages also offer the additional options in the Mina camps. It can be either Al Muassim camp or Majar al-Kabsh camp. Once again, these are excellent packages with amazing hotels. Courtyard Marriott on the Ajiyat Street, just about less than 2 kilometers away. Excellent hotel facility and gives you the comfort and luxury at the same time within the price range that you are probably looking for. Shuttle services running 24/7. You will be able to even take a walk down the street. It's just one street leading you to King Abdulaziz Gate. And of course, coming back is up the hill. You have city buses running by the Makkah city. You have the buses running by the Dur, shuttle buses running round the clock from in front of the hotel. You can get on the bus, go in, pray, come back to the hotel, relax, and then you can spend your time, quality time if you want, inside of the Masjid al-Haram itself without having to worry about the day, time of the day. All the 24/7 buses will be running, and Alhamdulillah, this is a good street which leads you straight down to the Masjid al-Haram. There is nothing in between. It's one street down. Actually, walking down is actually sometimes good, but if you are unable to walk, then choose the shuttle buses that are going to be available all the time. Once again, group flights are offered in both of these packages from New York, Washington as well. Canada has Toronto Pearson. United Kingdom has London. Netherlands has Amsterdam, Marseille, and in France and Italy, Milano. These are the different group flights offered. And also, you can, of course, make your own custom flights. Luxury package also is Medina first, and it is non-shifting. Once again, it also offers you the two Mina camp options, either Majar al-Kabsh or Al-Muassim camp. The flights that are offered is limited in here. Canada is only available from Canada. However, people from USA can choose the Toronto Pearson as the group flight, but also additionally they can configure their own custom flight and go on to purchase the luxury package. Likewise, from United Kingdom, if you want to choose from London, you can make a custom flight, but if not, choose the group flight from Manchester. Likewise, we have from Paris. France has from Paris. That is the luxury package, and this is Alhamdulillah. The hotel Makaram Ajiyad is kind of like 300 meters away. There is nothing in between you and King Abdulaziz Gate. One flat straight road down the street that is going to take you all the time open, no blockade there. It leads you to the Safa entrance as well, also to the King Abdulaziz Gate where you start the Umrah. Alhamdulillah, this is a very good package, and if you are considering anything in the luxury side, consider the luxury Makaram package. All packages, brothers and sisters, from Dur are non-shifting. All packages include the hotel accommodation in Mecca and Medina. All packages include the Mina camp, Al-Muassim or Majar al-Kabsh, depending on the option that you have selected. All packages will include the flights offered as group flights, or if not, you can make your custom flight. All packages will be including the ground transportation. The package transportation that you actually select is only for the arrival and departure. Only for the arrival and departure. Within the holy cities, within the Mashayar sites, it is all part of the package which is already taken care. You don't have to worry about it. The only transportation that you are actually selecting at the time of making the package configuration is the package transportation that you choose on your arrival at Medina or at Jeddah. That is going to be taken care based on whatever package transportation is. And I ask once again, choose the package transportation without having to worry about anything else. Bus transportation, Alhamdulillah, is very comfortable. And if you really want a luxury option of going by the train, then choose the Haramain speed train. Half board meals will be provided in Mecca and Medina stay. That means breakfast and dinner is going to be provided. It's going to be a full buffet that will be provided in your stays during the in Mecca and Medina. Full board meals will be provided in Mina camps, both in Muassim as well as Majar al-Kabsh. Includes the breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Alhamdulillah, all those will be taken care. During the stay in Medina, we will be also having Rauda visits, Ziyara tour in Medina, and Alhamdulillah, that's also a good part of the Hajj packages. Visa processing, issuance of the visas will all be taken care as part of the package purchase. As soon as the package purchase is done, at a later point, you will be receiving the visas directly into the registered email of every individual member in that account. It is a e-visa that is going to be issued. Of course, if you have bought a group flight, those group flights will also be coming to the registered email as well. We will be coordinating and making sure that all of this is coming to you before departing to Hajj, inshallah. Of course, part of the package is coverage is the medical insurance itself, and that will give you a peace of mind to ensure that, in case of any emergencies, that medical things will be taken care for you and your family members. So these are some of the steps I just wanted to make sure that I go through, but I want to use now the next 30 minutes to go and try out a package, and we'll go do a live demo rather than going through some of the slides which we have already seen in the previous session. All right, so everybody, now let's look at how do we go about making the package selection from the Nusuk Hajj portal itself. Now, as you can see, we are seeing the hajj.nusuk.sa. I ask that you bookmark this, just like that. Bookmark it in your favorite browser. Keep it ready. You will be visiting this more often in the next several days before the sale actually happens. Here, the first thing that we are going to do is, as on today, we are going to, of course, go into login page because we have already done all our configuration and things like those. The thing that you are going to see on my screen is that this is already has a username and password set. And I had mentioned this in the previous webinar that having your username and password stored in your browser password manager is going to be very handy at the time of the sale. So keep this ready with the username and password. In addition, what I'm doing now is once the login screen comes up, my username and password, while it is already available there, I'm also having a device next to me. I'm not sure if you're able to see that one, but I have a smartphone with me next to me. Now, the reason why I have this is when I click on the login page, it's going to send me an OTP, right? That OTP, I want it to be instantly available to me without having to change the screen to go into my email account. So that OTP should be arriving instantly on my email. And nowadays, alhamdulillah, the Nusuk has made a lot of improvement, and that is sending the OTP within like less than 10-15 seconds. So that's a good change. But this may not be the case on the day of the sale. On the day of the sale, OTP may be arriving really, really late. I will cover that in the subsequent webinars. But for now, understand that you are in this particular dashboard. You are able to see the packages, and we will go through by looking at the packages. So you click on the packages, you will go to the packages session. In here, as I mentioned, you will see a lot of listing of the packages from all service provider. We think there are about 370 packages that are available from the 12 service providers. We don't know if that number is going to be 370, if it may change to maybe 400. We don't know at this point of time, but just so be aware, this is about 370 packages that are currently available on Nusuk. Now, as I mentioned, there is this filter. The filter has different options to choose from. This option is currently not going to be useful because all the packages are in fact available. Nobody has been able to buy, and no packages have actually gone out of availability. So we are not going to use this one. The other option today you can use is packages that include the group flight. That's a good option. So let's go ahead and try the packages with group flight. This is going to list you all the packages that have the group flight. Now I'm going to narrow down that this got a lot of other service providers. As I mentioned, I'm going to have the Dur packages listed out. You see how my autofill came up? That's going to be another tip that I want you to take note of. Keeping the autofill also going to help you because you don't have to type in. I didn't type in. I just appeared to me instantaneously, and all I did was clicked on this one, and now it is showing me all the Dur packages that have flights in it, group flights in it. And this is only for the people within the country, you will be able to see what flights are there. And those are the only packages that are going to be listed. The person that I'm looking into is only for North America, and that's why I'm getting these 5 or maybe 8 different options that have the group flights in it. That's one option. Now, the other way is I just had Dur as the keyword that listed me all the packages from Dur. So in total, we have 13 packages from Dur Hospitality Services. Alhamdulillah, this is a good thing, right? So we got 13 different options, a good range of options, both in standard, premium, and luxury. And you can go through each of those and then make a choice for yourself. Now, if you look at these, there are a couple of things that I want you to make note of. While on this screens, of course, you can navigate from page 1 and page 2 in here. You can add in the packages to make a comparison using this add button that you see will show up the compare option. You can choose the packages to make a decision as to what is best for you or you and your family. And there you have, I selected 2 packages to compare with, and I'll choose another one to compare with. So I compare 3 different types of packages coming with 3 different categories that you can click on this, and there you see the different packages listed out. You will see the package name, you will see the service provider, of course, in this case, Dur Hospitality Company, the package price, starting price for each of these packages, the package category, as I said, standard, premium, and luxury, package duration, it gives you the Mecca hotel rating. I'm not going to spend time here, brothers and sisters. I won't trust this rating that is showing up here. But in case you want to do any of this filtering out, you can, of course, do that. These hotels are, in fact, very good hotels. Mecca Hotel 2 is not included because all our packages are non-shifting. So in our case, we don't have a Mecca Hotel 2. We only have Mecca Hotel 1 and Medina Hotel. That's it. So you're seeing the hotel that you are going to be in the standard package, in the premium package, in the luxury package. Does it have availability of the flights from your country? In this case, North America, it does tell me yes, it has a package which has a group line in it. This is a good way for you to compare and make a choice. And here I have actually made a choice of 2 packages to be my favorite. And you can see that with that heart with the green color on it. And if I want, I can also choose this one. Let's see what happens if I am going. No, I have already more than 5 packages. I have kept at a time. You can only keep 5 packages. So in this case, I have to remove one to make that choice. So I can uncheck one of these and check that one. Automatically it became the 5th package for me. So those are my packages. Now, how do I see what are my preferred packages? You can go to the name. You can see my package. When you click on this one, it brings you the packages that are preferred, and there you are. It's showing you the preferred packages that are there in your particular choices. You can go back again to the packages, and we will once again go and drill down into the details. As I mentioned, you begin by processing the packages that you need to be listing out for you. So as I said, I'm going to filter out one more time using the keyword Dur, and that's going to list me all the Dur packages that are there. And in this case, I will start by configuring one of the packages. Let's go ahead and then take a look at the Premium Hira package. This package will show you all the details of this particular package. It tells you the package hotels that you are going to be staying in, the meal service that are offered, all the details that you are going to get as part of the package, the dates from which it starts to the date in which it ends, 19 nights, 50 nights in Mecca, 4 nights in Medina, total number of nights is 19, the package type is premium, and the zone is zone C. Now, there is a difference as to where you think a zone C is, where a zone B is, or a zone A is. I feel these hotels that we have are more likely in the zone A. This is about less than 2 kilometers away, and it's one straight walk down. I would probably classify this as zone B rather than as zone C, but still a hotel that is worth considering inside of the Haram area, where you have access to Haram through a shuttle service and all that. The packages services that are included is something that you can go and look into the details. All of these that are tick marked are included part of the packages. You don't have to worry about any of these. There, where it is a dollar sign, is the additional services that you are going to be making a purchase of, and that we are going to see as we start to configure the package. It is important that you go through these so that you are aware of as to what you are going to get. Many of the service provider will provide you with goodies like the rosary, the Quran, umbrellas, prayer mat, some gifts to go back with, prayer rugs, as I mentioned. All of these are goodies that are going to come with. SIM cards, don't worry about it. While it may be ticked here, I don't think it's going to be provided by the service provider. It's something that you can always purchase when you are in Haram. So those are some of the things that you want to consider and go back and look into the details. The cancellation policy only applies when you are actually made a purchase of the package and when you are actually canceling a package. It is not equivalent to the refund or the withdrawal policy. That is quite different. So you can, of course, cancel it for reasons that are beyond your control at that point of time. If for any eventuality, if you have to cancel the package, you do have an options to cancel the package. And that while taking that decision, I ask that you consider all the options available before you make the cancellation. But for now, just be aware of the cancellation policy, and we will touch upon the cancellation part for both your benefit and for the benefit of others as well. At the end, there is this configure package, and that's where we start with. Before I start in here, there's one step that I'm going to do, and you can see that my cart already has a package in it. I'm going to remove the configured package. Remember, this is a small change that we have from what we had. It used to be empty cart, and I'm sure it's going to come back on the day of the sale, which is going to be empty cart. But today, Nusuk has renamed it as remove configured package. We need to remove this if you have to configure another package. So we begin by removing this. So now I have to go back again. So for some reason, it throws me back again to the main dashboard, and we'll go ahead and start back again from the main dashboard. And we will pick up once again the Dur package, and we'll do the configuration step with you all. While I'm doing this, please make a note of each of the steps that I'm doing and see if you can practice it. The quicker you are in following this step, and I'm going to show you how quickly I can get through this step in the subsequent one, but I want to go slow now. But I'm asking you that you practice this and be thorough and efficiently quick in doing these steps. So this first step is choosing the camp, and you can see the difference. There's about 4,700 Rial kind of thing. That's the difference that we have between the two camps. Al Majar al Kabsh is the closest camp. You can click on camp overview, and it does give you a video that you can watch for yourself to see what facilities are in this particular camp. Likewise, this also gives you a YouTube video that you can watch to see the facilities that are provided inside of the camp itself. There is the details that you can click on that gives you the distance that is there. This is the closest to the Jamarat. Very limited capacity of 5,000 pilgrims in this particular camp. High in demand, but if you are physically challenged, unable to walk, need a wheelchair, this is something that you can consider. But in case you don't get it, well, Muasim camp is equally good. They have all the facilities. It's just that it is about 4 kilometers from the Jamarat, and at that time of the stoning rituals, you don't have any kind of transportation. You have to walk for the 3 days of the Jamarat rituals, and that's what you will be doing on the day of the 10th, 11th, and then the 12th, where you will be stoning the Jamarats at that particular time. And alhamdulillah, as a group, if you all go together, it should not be a big problem there. But if you are physically challenged, need a wheelchair, there are volunteers who will be available to help you wheel with that one. Alhamdulillah, brothers and sisters, we always help each other. That's why Muslims as brothers and sisters, when somebody is in need, we always step up and help somebody, maybe with a wheelchair, to wheel them, go along with them. If you are really, really unable to go, you can do it by yourself. You can always delegate this to somebody else. That is allowed. Somebody else can take on your behalf and then go and tell the shaitan on your behalf. But we'll cover all of those in a later part. But for today, choosing a camp is what we are going to go with. We'll choose up Al Muasim camp, and you start seeing the price that is now 13,813, and then we go on to the next screen. Here you are seeing some of these are grayed out, and they are grayed out because those hotels do not offer you a single room or a triple bed. You have an option to choose double or a quad. Likewise, in the Medina hotel, you have a double or a quad. So as a person, as a solo traveler, I am okay with staying with a quad room. In a quad room, brothers stay with other brothers and sisters stay with other sisters. We all make the allocations. We all make it to the best of the things that we know about the person's origin, from coming from the countries that they come from. If there are friends who want to be together, once all of that comes together after the post sale, we will try to make an allocation. But for now, you make a choice of the quad rooms. You can see the prices actually changing. If you were to make the double bed, obviously there is a 10,000 riyal or 9,500 riyal upgrade there, and that's going to take the price really up. So those are the things that you need to consider depending on your budget. Quad bedrooms are, alhamdulillah, brothers and sisters, they are actually very good. Staying with another brother and sisters is sometimes, once in a lifetime opportunity, and I'm sure you are going to enjoy the company of our brothers and sisters staying together. Here the total price comes up whatever the room selection has been. As I mentioned, don't spend much time in here. You want to be quickly going into the next step and moving past this as quickly as you can into the next screen, which is what going to be the group flight. And if I have already made up my mind as a group flight, I will simply make a choice of the group flight today. I'm going to quickly check in the the New York one. You can check the details of the flight when it is actually arriving into Medina. In this case, it's arriving into Medina, the departure time into New York, as to what date and time it's going to be departing, so that you can plan your vacation, your holidays with respect to your work and all that. So pay attention to the flight details in here, and make sure that you plan your time off accordingly. So having decided this well ahead of time will always help you. Now in this case, firstly, we'll go ahead and do this part of selecting a group flight, and there you go. Our cost has already made a change, and that's going to be 34,000. As I mentioned, we will go into the next screen, which is going to be the package transportation. As I mentioned, once again, choosing the package transportation should be the best thing that you should be doing, the quickest thing that you should be doing to pick up the package transportation. In this case, it is on your arrival. You will be choosing the package that is the package transportation that's going to be available. It's going to be by a bus. We will ensure that on your arrival into Medina Airport, you will be picked up and then brought to the hotel. So don't worry about this. Just make a choice, because time is going to be critical. So making this package transportation quickly will help you quickly review through the total price, go on to the next step, and there you are in the next step. You are going to be making the choice of final choice of all the things that you have selected, and the information that you see with the accommodation, the camp that you selected, the flight that you chose, your transportation that you have. All of that is going to be listed out, and finally you should be able to save this configuration. That's the total price of the package that you are going to be seeing. This is not going to change from the day to day, because it's a group flight. All the group flights are fixed. The cost is fixed for all the rooms, Mina camp, everything is fixed. So you know now what is the total cost of your package, given all the configuration that you have done. You have to ensure your eWallet is sufficiently funded with this money that you are seeing on the screen, and maybe a couple of hundred riyals could always be good, but at least this amount should be there. This amount and above is what we always ask for. And for now, take this as a package that you are going to save as a configuration, and clicking on the save is going to tell you that this package is going to be saved. All of this does not guarantee you the package, or at least guarantee you a place in the package. It is only saving this configuration for the time being until the day of the sale, when you are going to be making the purchase. At that time, everybody is actually in line to make the purchase. First come first basis rule applies at the time. So be aware that just saving the configuration does not guarantee you the package. So you just read through this one. This is just nothing but an informational window. You click on OK. So at this point, the package is now in your cart. That part is actually going to appear on your dashboard in here, where you can see the package, and I'm going to show you exactly how it looks, and also in your cart where it's going to be listed out, something like this. You can at this time remove this package, reconfigure it with another package. You can try multiple times, and thus we are going to do this again one more time for the benefit of those who want to choose a custom flight. But for now, remember that this package you should all, if you have already made up the mind, should have this package configured along with the other packages that you choose. You can continue to make choices from here to go back and configure. If I were to go from here, it takes me to the configure camp. If I were to go in here, it takes me to the last part of the package selection, which is going to be the package transportation. So that's the difference, and there is going to be a next button. I'm going to walk you through exactly how it's going to look on the day of the sale. So just hang on for a little bit more. But for now, just remember, this is the choice that you're going to make. You're going to quickly make a selection in here. You're going to go, and maybe a checkout button is going to appear here, and that is going to finalize your package to be ready for checkout and payment. We anticipate that this screen that you are seeing is going to be changing. And then also the cart button where you see configure package is also going to be changing. That time that it is taking now, brothers and sisters, could be because Nusuk may be undergoing some maintenance work. That could be the reason why it is actually delayed. But also on the day of the sale, this could also be taking longer, and that's where patience comes into play. You have to have patience throughout this selection process as well as purchase process. It is going to feel frustrated. It is going to feel like forever. But don't give up. Practicing this could definitely be of help. Being aware of this is definitely going to be of help. So let's go ahead and do one more package configuration. Now this time I'm going to remove this package, and we'll do this for the benefit of those who are going to be choosing a custom flight. So here I go. I'm going to choose one of the packages that I thought was a custom flight. Let me take a look at the custom flight package I had. Give me a second. Okay, I will pick up Al Haram package and we'll do a custom flight, or we can do any other package also at the same time. There you go. I go and quickly make a search. I quickly get onto my packages that are going to be listed out. And I am picking up, say, Haram package that does not have a flight in it. For some reason, you never know, because that's my backup package, and I want to quickly configure this package. Step number 1, step number 2. Step number 3 is going to be the room selection. 1, 2, 3.
Are you sharing your screen?
Yes.
We are not seeing your screen.
I am seeing I am. Anybody else not seeing my screen?
I can see the screen.
No, we are able to see your screen, Bajibhai.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Just make sure the brother, you may want to log out and log back in, person who was unable to see. Thank you for confirming. As we said, we'll go ahead and configure this quickly. Next step. All right, so you see I don't have any custom flights in here. So I'm going to start by acknowledging and selecting a flight. And this process also, definitely there's opportunity for you to buy the packages using a custom flight as well. One thing that you need to be aware of, all of this is going to be bound by the dates that you are going to be with the package that you have chosen. So you need to be well aware of time, ahead of time, as to what package you have and what are going to be the start dates for that. And if you are going to have a round trip, it's fine. You can do it from, let's say, I'm just using this as an example. One other thing is knowing the abbreviation of your airport is going to be helpful. Instead of typing in the whole thing, like for example, I just key in ATL, that's my ATL Atlanta Airport, and Jeddah is JD. If I were to go to Medina, I could just see MED, that is going to take me to Medina. If I were to go to Dubai, then I'm going to make it to Dubai, and it's going to show me DXB. So that abbreviation knowing will definitely going to be of great help for you on the day of the sale when you have to make this configuration. Remember, people who are going to make a custom flight selection for their packages have to do this step on the day of the sale, at the time of the sale itself, because Nusuk is not going to hold this in the memory, as if I have to use that word, for the package, unlike a group flight, which is already configured, everything is in your package. But custom flight, you have to go through this step right at the time of the making the purchase. So now let's go ahead and then try this with a multi-city. So with a multi-city, what I'm doing is I'm using Atlanta as the beginning, and I'm going to use Medina as the arrival port. The date I'm not going to change. Looks like my package is going to start on the 16th. I'm going to use the return from Jeddah to ATL, and that's going to be my choice. I'm going to look for the flights and click on the show flights. Doing this a day before is going to help you to narrow down on the package, on the flight that you want to go with, and the price that it is going to be costing, so that you can make up the difference that you had in your eWallet funds. So that is going to be important. Do this a day before the going of the package sale, because we know when the package sale goes. So practice this on the day before. Narrow down on the flights that you want to really go with. Maybe in this case, a Qatar Airways, maybe that's the airline that I want to go with. I have already made my choice before. You can go back and look at the flight details, see when it actually takes off from your local city airport, see when it is arriving, what's the layover looks like, what is the departing time from that particular airport to, again, there is an interim airport here going to Riyadh, and from Riyadh, it's going to go with the Saudi airline. All of this is going to help you to plan your trip accordingly. That is way that you know well ahead of time that you have already made the right choice, and you don't spend excuse me, much time on the day of the sale, where every minute is going to be very critical for you. You quickly go on, select that acknowledge button, and go on to click on submit. That is going to process your flight, and it's going to show you the flight processing window, and sometimes it's going to take time. Again, having patience here is very important, because this is actually linked to an external system, and that processing is undergoing right now, and it's going to tell me if my flight is selected. And my selected flight, as it says, flight prices may vary once the reservations are available. That's its indicator that these flight prices can be fluctuating. It is like any other Expedia, Booking.com, any other airlines, that flight prices are subject to change on the time of the sale itself. On the next step, as I mentioned, is going to be the package transportation, and you're going to continue this with like you did with the group flights. You are going to go into the final page where it's going to list you the total price with the custom flight that we selected. That is the cost of the package that you should be ready with to fund your eWallet going into next week, and that we are going to talk about in the next step. Now, when I click on save configurations, this is going to save me, but as I mentioned, this is not going to hold the flights that we custom selected. That custom flight selections are actually gone as immediately as now today. But on the day of the sale, if you have done it like, let's say, a minute or two, I expect those to be remaining. But I don't know how Nusuk is going to play this. In the previous year, when I went to configure the package after a custom flight was already in my card, for at least 4 or 5 minutes, that selection was still with the package configured. Now, let's say in this case, if I were to go back previous, I should see the custom flight, but here I'm not seeing that custom flight available. So if this is the case, then you once again start by doing all of the steps that we followed for the selection of the custom flight. One advice that I give you all is, if you are considering a custom flight for the reasons that are best for you, is you got to be aware as to what is the package start date and the arrival time that you can have for the flights that you're going to pick up. In some cases, you may end up coming in later than the start of the package in Medina. And unfortunately, you can't time the arrival of your flight, starting of the packages on all that. and it is okay. It could be mean losing half a day of your stay in Medina, and in some cases it may even be losing almost like a day in Medina. But if you really want to time it, the best option for you is to pick up a smaller sector flight from a place like Dubai or Doha or Abu Dhabi to come in to take the flight to Medina. Using the custom flight, you can do that. In that way, you are timing it very close to the start of the package. But coming to those destinations means you are going to be making your flight arrangements outside of Nusuk by creating your own flights, or rather buying your own flight tickets from outside and making sure that you are reaching these destinations at least 6 to 8 hours before the departure of the flight that you bought from Nusuk, because the Nusuk needs you to be arriving through the packages that you bought either into Jeddah or into Medina. That is a requirement. You cannot skip this custom flight part. You can make this small flight that I am doing right now on my screen using Dubai as my entry point and Medina as my arrival point, Jeddah as my departing point, and also using Dubai as my, once again, arrival point to catch a flight back to my destination. And that is going to be a separate flight that I'm going to make. For example, in our case, it could be Atlanta to Dubai and Dubai to Atlanta, which could be a total different flight, making sure that your flight arrives before the departure of the Dubai flight. And that way you are kind of almost narrowing down to the start of the package, because that gives you more options of coming in closer to the time of your start of the package than the one that the direct flights, because the direct flight is a longer flight of 18 hours, and you can time your own flight that you take individually from your place by starting early to come into Dubai and maybe have a day off there. Some of the airlines like Dubai, like Emirates, like Qatar, offer a complimentary stay in their cities like Doha and Dubai. Of course, if you are from a country like USA, Canada, there is an option of visa on arrivals, and sometimes the airlines also takes care of that. So you are going to be responsible for the visa requirements for taking any of these flights and coming into those airports and be able to go into the arrival port of Medina. So that's one thing that I wanted to just quickly see if I can cover that. So depending on your choice, please be prepared. And that's what we are going to be doing. And if you want to remove this package, you can quickly remove this, as I mentioned. And we will do one step now to see how quickly can we get past this step. Now, this is going to be something that as a practice, I am doing it to show you how fast you got to be in making a choice of the packages that you have. Now I clicked on the configure package. I quickly pick on one package. I click this view details. You can time me. I'm not looking through this because I've already reviewed this. I'm not really looking into this one. Clicking next. I'm not looking into anything in here because I have already decided what my hotel is going to look like. Clicking next. I know the next rate I'm not going to spend time. I'm just going down, clicking next. I'm not spending much time in here. I know what group flight I'm going to be taking in. The faster that this screen can bring me there, immediately I'm going to be jumping in to make a flight selection. I'm going down, clicking next. And package transportation, not going to waste my time in here. Go next. As soon as I come to the end of the screen, I should be seeing a purchase package option, which I'm going to jump in and then quickly make my choice of the selection. And that is what I did it in probably less than a minute. This is what I all want you to do, is practice this as frequently as you can to get yourself the familiarity as well as the ease of navigating the system, that you are there on the day of the sale to quickly get through this. And on the day of the sale, we will go ahead and now look at what it looks like before I go into the next topic. Just bear with me for a second. I am going to bring up my screen. All right. So now here's how, as on today, it looks like, right? This is all we see. This is how it looks like. We used to have like an empty or cart that has changed to remove your configured package today, right? Now, this is going to change on the day of the sale. I anticipate this to be looking, based on my past experience, to be looking something like this. The package configure is going to change to checkout. It's going to change to checkout. You will also have an MTR card. There may become like this, a booking details as an option. Each of these is going to take you to a different user experience. But just so be aware today that you will have an option changing in here to be checkout and booking detail. And again, this is a thing that I anticipated to be looking on the day of the package sale. As soon as the package goes on sale, this changes Nusuk is going to be introducing. And that's why before the package goes on sale, there's going to be some instability in the platform itself, because Nusuk is going to be making those last minute changes to make this to be the way you are going to check out your packages, and then you are going to go. On that day, when this becomes checkout, you are going to click on the checkout option or on the booking details. Each of that, as I mentioned, is going to take you to a different user experience. But if you click on the checkout option, it's going to take you to another last checkout screen. This is again kind of what I anticipated to be looking like. When clicking either on the booking details on the checkout page, it is going to take you to the purchase of the payment and checkout page. This is where you are going to also see something like a captcha that is going to come up, and then the purchase package option button. That is where you are going to quickly look through the payment checkout, and clicking on this is what going to start the process of the checkout. Now, I want to take one more step back and tell you that this save configuration is not going to be the option on the day of the sale. It is already going to be like all the time a checkout option or the purchase package option that's going to come up. This is only for now where you are saving the configuration, because on the day of the sale, there's nothing like saving a configuration, because everybody is going to be making the purchase itself. Now that may take me to the package transportation page. In cases where you are either going to click on the checkout, it may land me into this package transportation and have me go through the additional step of checking all the package details, like how we saw in that other in the final package screen. And then you will be able to see that total along with your e-balance on this screen. So when you come to this screen, you are going to click on this captcha, like I'm not a robot. That checkbox you are going to check, and it's going to go and get this tick mark come up, and then it's going to click on the purchase package button, which is what is going to trigger the ultimate process of the package booking. And in here, brothers and sisters, as soon as you see this one, say Bismillah and then click on this button. I have gone through this many times, and I am sure you have, some of you have already tried to do it in the past, not been successful. But if you see this, brothers and sisters, that is what you want to do. Click through the captcha, click on the purchase package. You already know what your package total price is. Of course, your e-balance is going to be more than what you are actually seeing on my screen. That is going to be equal to what the total price is, because at that time you don't want to be below that price. You want to be sure that the price is going to be about this, or at least equal to that one, without which you cannot purchase. At that time, once you are here, you should be doing all is say Bismillah and click on the button. Here is going to be, you will be able to go into the screen. You will immediately see this gray pop-up screen that will show up, where it indicates that the transaction is in progress. Here, your patience is going to be tested. This is an indication that the process is going on, the transaction is going on. This will take several minutes, and it looks to be kind of almost like a frozen screen. Brothers and sisters, do not do anything on the screen. Just wait. Just wait and make dua. Make dua that Allah accept it. May Allah make this transaction go through. May Allah make it acceptable that you come to Hajj. Go and visit his house. Do not do anything. Do not refresh or press back or do anything. Just let it do its processing. At the end, you will receive a confirmation of your package purchase, and inshallah, if Allah wills, say Alhamdulillah, you have got the confirmation email right at the time when the screen may still be there on your screen. Don't worry, it is okay. If you still see that on your screen, this gray screen is still there. In meantime, you have received a confirmation email, and that confirmation email comes to the admin account holder. You should say Alhamdulillah, make dua, make shukr for Allah for having given you the opportunity, for having got you the package. And if Allah has called, then you will move on to the next grade. So that is the process, brothers and sisters, that is going to be happening on the day of the sale. And if you are successful in getting the package, you will be getting an email notification. Your package will be visible to you. In my package today, it will be empty, but on the day when it is being successfully been purchased, your package will appear on your dashboard. Even if it doesn't appear, it is okay. But as soon as you see a confirmation email, that is an indicator that you have been able to successfully purchase the package. The amount on your eWallet will be deducted. You will then be, ready to go to Hajj, inshallah. That is the steps that I want you to make sure that you are all aware. We will go in details, inshallah, next week. Given the time that we are running now, this is the steps of getting you to the successful purchase of the package. Slight changes may be here and there, given how Nusuk actually is going to do. But for most part, I expect this to be something like how I am showing it on my screen, with the options that are going to be listed out, quite similar to like this, based on our past experiences. This is how it has gone by, and inshallah, if these things how Nusuk is going to plan out, it should be like how we are actually showing you today. So that's the preparation that I wanted to make sure that I have for you all. But that covers the first part of our session today. And I'm going to quickly go into some other session that I want to part of the eWallet activation now. eWallet activation is available and the payment methods are available. Depositing the funds into your eWallet is ready. You need to deposit everything to be ready to book your Hajj package using the payment methods that are there. We will walk you through all the steps that are available on Nusuk. That's what you are going to be doing. If you have not done it, you will activate your eWallet. That eWallet activation is already in place now. This was at the time when the eWallet was not active. If you have not done it, that activation button is available. You should be able to activate, and that is going to take you through the steps of activating the eWallet. This is from the past years, but I just wanted to make sure that you are following this. And if you have not done it, just make sure that you do it. And this are the different payment methods: a credit card, a bank transfer, and a cash collection center is available. Cash collection center is not available for many countries. I don't think I'm going to ask you to go look for a cash collection center. And also, I advise not to go with the bank transfer now, given that Nusuk itself says international travelers may take up to 10 business days to appear in your wallet, potentially causing delay in the activation process. So, brothers and sisters, do not use the bank transfer. The best option is to use either a credit card or a debit card. Nusuk has options for you, both the Visa and MasterCard, and you can use either of those. My advice is, if you have a credit card, then use that one. It is a quick and easy way to get you the funds into your e-wallet. We have seen this issue where many people had done a transaction, but it did not show up. Alhamdulillah, that issue now seems to have got resolved. In some cases where you are still seeing this issue, we should be waiting for some time and let the system become stable, and you can go back and try it one more time. Also, there is a refund policy that is going to be applicable, a 2% processing fee for the refund withdrawals, and that is only for after the 7 days has passed since the last deposit was done. That is where Nusuk applies this processing fees, and that's one of the reasons why I had asked you to hold on to fully funding your e-wallet. But now is the time. Now there is no more time. If you have already not done it, now is the time you need to start to fund your e-wallet to the maximum amount that is needed to purchase your most preferred package, or the amount that is there for your backup package. Now, couple of things is we are also seeing that there is a billing address changes that Nusuk has brought in with a middle name in it. The middle name, many people may not have it. Like me, I don't have a middle name. So what am I going to do? I'm going to put just NA. That is the only option that is available. I feel the middle name has nothing to do with the entire card transaction. That information you enter is only for records. The address is not going to be used to validate the card holder. What technically gets validated is the card number, the card expiry date, the card holder, and the CVV code that you provide in this screen that you are seeing in the green square is what is going to be used to validate the card transaction. Many people will undergo some holds, and we will cover that in the upcoming slide, and I'm going to quickly walk through that as well. And to begin with, these are some of the tips that I had covered in the past. If you have not done all of these, is to check with the banks on the foreign transaction fees and the exchange rates that are offered. I feel using a credit card is the best value. Before using a card, credit or debit card, funding the e-wallet, check with the card issuing bank on the foreign transaction fees and the exchange rate that they are offering. For most part, US, it offers like 1 USD equals 3.7495 Saudi Arabian Riyal. It has been pretty much constant from many years. For Europe, I understand it has been fluctuating. But whatever is the transaction exchange rate, you got to pay for whatever is the bank going to charge. But just make sure if you have any card that is going to be not charging you any additional transaction fees, that is good, and that's what you are going to be using for your e-wallet funding. Alert your bank before using your card for funding. Now, this is a good step because many of the transactions are going to be blocked or rejected because Nusuk actually requires an additional step of authorization. If you have a step where it says the transaction failed, you may have to call not only the bank but also the clearing bank, in this case the Visa or the MasterCard. You need to have the bank representative with you and also the Visa or MasterCard representative with you to let them know that you are about to make a foreign transaction with a customer called Nusuk, and that amount could be like thousands of riyals in a foreign currency, so that they lift that block and allow the transaction to go through. So alerting them before and at least being aware of in case it gets blocked, what do you need to do is going to help you in the last minute last minute preparation for getting your e-wallet fully funded up. Here's the fraud prevention call number for Bank of America that I know of, that is on the screen. You can use this to call the fraud prevention department. The tip number 3 is, as I mentioned, delay it until like 10 days before the sale of the date. That part is already arrived now, brothers. We anticipate that next week is the right time for you to start funding. We feel the system is stable. Now is the time you need to start funding your e-wallet. Complete the funding of your e-wallet by next, let's say, Wednesday or Thursday, so that you are at peace of mind that you have completed all the funding needed for the purchase of the package. We are still anticipating the package sale to be happening on 3rd or 4th of February. Exact date and time are not known. So this is why I had been asking to delay the funding. And also that the Nusuk system undergoes all of the testing and issues that it was having. But Alhamdulillah, those who have already done it, no problem. Alhamdulillah, that's good. If you have not done it, now is the time for you to do it. Tip number 4 is what is going to be e-wallet to have sufficient funds to purchase the package. As I mentioned, your e-wallet should have enough funds to cover the purchase of the most preferred package and also the backup package that you have. We advise keeping a little bit more money than the package price itself. That is going to keep you ready to purchase the package on the day of the sale. So make sure that you are doing the math and making sure that you have all the money that you need for purchase of the package. Now, I had gone through this with you all in the past webinar and the past open house that we had, open hour that we had, is on the day of the sale, consider having a high-speed internet, a good laptop, and with a smartphone along with it. A high-speed internet connection with a good router can help you in fast sending and receiving of the network data when making the purchase. This could be very crucial at the time. If you have any other devices that are hooked up to your network, any other laptops, any other TV and whatnot you have at home, kids on some iPads and their own laptops, I would consider that on that day, dedicated time with the internet is needed. A full bandwidth of that particular internet is what I ask you to have available for you, because that could be a crucial in making the purchase. A good working laptop with a good smartphone is a must to make sure you are able to browse, navigate, quickly move between the screens. And this is one tip that I want to make sure that I provide you and make sure that you are prepared now, at least before the actual sale of the date itself, sale of the package itself. Bookmarking the login page. I had also shared this last week that to bookmark your pages, make sure that you have some of these bookmarked. As I said, this login page, instead of going to the home page, you can bookmark this login page so that you can straight away get into the login page, because on the day of the sale, you will have frequent logouts happening for the sessions that you were in. Your sessions is going to get invalidated. You will have to go from the home page to the login page. So rather than doing that, you have this bookmark, click on that bookmark, it takes you straight to the login page. And in that login page, you should have your username and password saved. That is again going to be so critical for you, where you don't want to be spending time in entering your username and password and having the opportunities for making mistakes and typo errors at the crucial time of the package sale. So that's another tip, brothers and sisters. I want to make sure that you are having this handy. The other part is to have separate devices, one for a login page and one is for the OTP retrieval. I think I covered this again last week, is to have two devices with you. I just like how I did it at the beginning of our webinar, where I had a smartphone with me to look into the OTP that arrived to my email, and I had it on my laptop where I was trying to log in. That could be a big difference rather than trying to switch back within the same system to look for the OTP on an email and then trying to switch back again to the page where you had the OTP come in. So keep a separate device for retrieving the OTP, and that would be, some of that could be very handy at the time of the sale. And it could be that you will be doing this multiple times. And bookmark all the preferred packages, the 4 to 5 preferred packages. Keep it bookmarked, keep it handy, that as soon as you see that you are unable to make a purchase of one of the packages, you should be able to quickly go in to make at least another choice and go in to make another purchase. We can help you with bookmarking those, or if you need those URLs, I have already shared the PDF files with the URLs with it. Pick up the top 4 or 5 packages that you want to have it. In case the first preferred package is not able to be successfully bought, then this is a quick way for you to get past without having to worry about going through all the steps of choosing the package and then coming to the step of the configuration step. Tip number 10 is about keeping your preferred package in the cart before the sale. As I mentioned, before the sale of the package, you should be ready with the one preferred package that you want to go with, should be ready in your cart, and that configure package button is going to change to something as a checkout button. And that's where I want you all to be before the day of the sale. But if you are already done it today, that is fine. You keep practicing it, bring it back again to the cart until the day before the sale, where you should be having this ready into your cart That is some of the tips, brothers and sisters, I wanted to go through. I do want to stop at this point and take some questions from you all. I have covered a lot. I do want to cover some more part of it. Inshallah, if time permits, tomorrow we will have another open office hour where we will be able to take very specific scenarios and we'll walk through those to help you all be prepared. But for today, let's open up the forum and see if you have any questions. And before you ask questions, I ask that, please raise your hand so that my brother Samir or brother Farhan can, ask you to come off mute and ask those questions. In that way, we have a forum in getting sure that we go through everybody who has any questions to ask. That's all I have, brothers and sisters. Yeah, please.
Brother Raji. So we have a few hands raised. I think Sister Duha first. You can ask your
Hi,
question.
thank you. Yes, please. Thank you so much. So I have a few questions. The first one is that I can only pick 2 packages on my preferred section, on my packages section. And the reason is when the Nusuk took some packages out, now the system thinks that I have 5. So every time I try to add a third package, it gives me an error message saying that you already have 5, which is going to be a problem, which means I only have like my preferred like plan A and B. I can't have more.
Interesting. So that's the reason why I did not see my own 4 or 5 packages today.
Oh, that's good. This makes me feel better. Can you add? Can you add more?
No, I can't. I think I saw this one.
That's good.
When I was doing this, I saw this one. So it's just not you. Thank you for bringing that issue up. I will report this to the Nusuk team and see if they are able to resolve this. So let's see. See if you saw only one package there. You see that error comes up to me. No, it didn't come up.
Can you add more? Try to add the third one.
You go to my packages. Yeah, we'll add. So I added 2. Okay. I'll try to add one more package. Let's do that exercise together. Yeah, you see, that's only allowing me to 2
I only have 2. Yeah.
Yeah. So something is wrong with the updates. Yes. Thank you for bringing that up.
Appreciate it. My other question is I'm going with a group flight. I don't want to take the risk for custom flight. However, there might be a case that only packages with custom flight available, or so I need to exercise how to do the Musafir thing because I'm not thinking of doing any custom flight.
The custom flight is available for all the packages.
So I mean, there might be a case on the sale day that all the packages with the group flight are gone and only packages with custom flight are available.
Okay. So I see your point. So what you're trying to do is you are trying to list down only the packages that do not have a group flight in it, correct?
No. I mean, on the sale day, I have a list. I have like a paper with all the my plan A to Z. But let's say all those packages with the group flight are gone. Will there be a scenario that only the packages available with customer flight? Or this is not going to happen?
Yeah, it could be. It could be a case where only the packages with custom flights are available at that particular point. It does not mean just because a group flight is all sold out, that the package does not become available, because all the packages have the option to make a custom flight.
However, which means I have to exercise. Yeah, sorry.
However, there are packages that have only option is the custom flight.
Yeah.
Right? So you can have a scenario where all the packages that had group flights were all sold out.
Okay.
And you only have the packages that have only custom flights in it. So the best thing that in that case, what you do is use the option of saying view available packages only. Whatever it lists, it may list you the packages with have a group flight, but may also additionally have packages that have only custom flights in it. So use this option to quickly narrow down, and within this selection, you narrow down by clicking on Dur, which is then going to list you only the packages that are available from Dur. But if you want to choose some other service product, it's up to you.
Thank you. And for the customer flights, can I just pick Dubai Jeddah 2-way, just make it quick? And so for the arrival day, did you say I have 2 days before and after the package day? Like, can I go
So
after the package starts?
whatever is actually going to be the requirement, sister, from the packages that we have, that's going to be the case that you are going to have to play around with. I think that was the 48-hour before that they had given, but it looks like Nusuk has made some changes to the flight configurations, so that flight, whatever options you have in and out, is what you have to use.
Thank you so much. Greatly appreciate it.
Sister Amina, can you go next? You're there.
Yes, assalamu alaikum. Can you hear me okay?
Yes,
we can.
Okay, thank you very much. So my question is, I appreciate you showing the screen where on the date of sale, you were going to just have the checkout. But it sounds like that is for those who have already configured it with a group flight. So for those of us who are doing the custom flight, what should we expect the option to be when we open the card? Is it going to take you back to select the flight so you don't have the option to check out because your custom flight is not saved? Can you please clarify on what to expect for custom flight? Thank you.
Exactly. So what happens is, in the case the sister mentioned, where you are going to be using the custom flight, obviously the custom flights are not going to be saved unless you are just doing it right around the time of the package sale that happened at the time, that like I am doing. Let's assume that I'm doing right now, and then the package sale has about to start or has already started. Now, when I start doing this process of picking up a package with a custom flight, then obviously it is going to take me to the step of configuring the package sale. Now, let's say I have done all of this step and had it saved in my card, and we'll do this exercise for the sake of what the sister described as a case, and also for the benefit of those who are planning on selecting the custom flight. Is it takes me to the option where it is going to put me back again to the custom flight selection page. I'm anticipating that's how it's going to happen, is because the custom flight is not saved for you. So you need to at least have, I believe, the 5-minute session timeout is going to come into play when on the day of the sale, where any selection that was done 5 minutes prior to the package sale that you had done, and when the sale happened, it may not require you to go back and configure the flight. But let's say for reasons that Nusuk actually does, is if it invalidates your session of the custom flight as well, it is going to take you back to the point where you are going to be doing the exact configuration one more time by walking you back again to the configuration page and having you to go and do the flight configuration one more time. And that could be the case depending on the timing of when you actually last configured your the custom flight, or how Nusuk actually could have actually made all the sessions with the custom flights invalidated, at which point it has actually removed the custom flight that you had actually selected just even before the custom flight itself. So the point is, like, let's say I have this custom flight selected, and again, there's some errors there. I don't know what happened there. So the point is, when you come to the configure package, in case of a custom flight, it's going to bring you back again to the custom flight, just like how it does here. And that is going to take you the additional step of selecting the configuration of the flight and going through the next steps of the package transportation and all that. Does that explain your or answer your question, sister?
Yes, I now I understand it's going to be different for those of us who are doing the custom flight. And so we'll just be prepared for what to come, inshallah.
Yeah,
Thank you
I
very
mean,
much.
a lot of people have been successful in this one. Like, I know the success rate in group flight is higher, given that the it's less number of clicks, but at the same time, the person who had a group flight was unable to make the purchase, while the person who had a custom flight was, alhamdulillah, was able to make a purchase, because as I mentioned, being well prepared could be the factor in making you successfully purchase the package. And I have seen this. Many people who were just trying to think, okay, I pick up a group flight, it's easy, I click it, but not having, the right, what do I say, chances at that point of time, given that the package was oversubscribed. He's just, I mean, a lot of factors that comes into play. So my ask is, whatever you choose, just be prepared with that one on the day of the sale. Just be prepared with that one.
Inshallah. Thank you so much. You've been amazing. Thank you so much.
Yeah, consistent. Jazakallah. Okay.
Next is Brother Muhammad Azad. Yeah.
Assalamu alaikum. I have a question.
First.
I have a question like if I like you say the package transportation is if I like a airport to hotel, whatever if I go to like a Medina to Makkah, so how do hospitality I need to purchase my own or they take care?
No, as I mentioned, brother, all the package transportation, if you see this, if you're seeing my screen, pack transportation between cities and Mashar. What it tells is Mecca to Medina or vice versa. Let's say Medina to Mecca, Mecca to Mashar side, Mecca to Mina, Mina to Mecca. All of that is part of the package transportation. Here, you have no option but to just like go with whatever is the whatever is the included in the package, and the only package selection that you are doing is your arrival for the people who are arriving into Medina or into Jeddah. The transportation that you are picking up is going to be offered by the group by the service provider in case where you are picking up a group flight, and in cases where you are choosing the custom flight, you will still be choosing this package transportation. However, the arrangement is going to be done through the Nusuk. And again, everybody who arrives at the airport, regardless of custom or group flight, will have to be choosing a package transportation and will have the package transportation available for their arrival into the airports of Medina or Jeddah to the hotel, like in our case, to the Medina. As for the transportation between the cities, like Medina to Mecca, in our case is by bus for standard and premium. In case of the luxury, it is going to be by the Harmain train, Harmain speed train, that is from Medina to Mecca. I hope that answers your question.
Yeah, Jazakallah khair. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalam. Next one is someone with iPhone. Can you go on mute and ask the question? Someone with iPhone.
Assalamu alaikum. Is that me?
Yeah.
No, I think not. But
okay. If it's, can I go ahead?
Yeah, go ahead, brother.
All right. This is Showkit. Assalamu alaikum. I'm accessing from iPads. Maybe it's showing as an iPhone. So my question is, I'm facing the same issue. I've been able to prefer up to 3, still better than 2. And the question is, let's say I have a package in my cart that is configured, and I won't be able to purchase it. Do I have to have those packages in like up to 5 preferred packages? Do I have to go through the preferred packages, or it's not obligatory? I can still go to the search box and select the package through there if, for example, the configured package doesn't work out in my cart.
Absolutely. You don't have to have the preferred packages in the preferred packages like how it is in this case. It the only is, rather than doing a search and then trying to get to the package, it is advisable that you have them as preferred, so you know that okay, these are my next preferred package. I can quickly go in and then make this as the preferred package. And now there's another option that they have introduced, select as a main preferred package. Maybe those are some of the things that you can have while you are going in with the other options. It's not necessary for you to come and do this. Rather, you can just, like, for example, I'm going to show you one quick thing here, is to have the URLs ready with you. You don't even have to search for them. Like if you already have the URL of this, if I were to be in this dashboard and then I found, okay, I'm unable to make a package purchase of this one. For example, I'm unable to make a package purchase of whatever standard Al Haram is my first preference. I'm going through this. I'm unable to make a, let's say this is a purchase package and I'm able to make this one. So what I do, I come in quickly to my card, remove this, which is going to be empty my card. It's going to remove the card. And as soon as while it is removing, I'm going to put in my URL that I had. And I know that exactly my package is. I will start going into the configure package and they would have already started doing this for my next preferred package. That's how I plan my work.
Gotcha. So it's just for convenience and to make sure that it goes faster. That's why the preferred package, I mean, preferring is for.
Yeah, I mean, I would personally not go through that route itself. I would personally not go through this, my package preferences here. I mean, you can, of course, have it just because you want to see, okay, these are my 5 preferred package. The way that I told you, that's the best way. Like, remove this one. While this is getting removed, all I'm doing is put this back in my URL, enter it in. It's happening at the same time. I'm already in my package details. I'm already in my steps of getting through the package, because those were really handy to me.
Got it. Jazakumullah khair. Thank you.
Okay. Next one is Brother Sarfraz Khan. Please go on.
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum.
My question is, my family members, they'll be traveling. They have to choose the custom flight from Casablanca to Medina, then coming back from Makkah to Casablanca. I see that there's no direct flight, but they have to take something that layover. So that makes it like about 15, 20 hours of flight. So if they arrive, if they buy the ticket on like day early and arrive early on the day of the package starts, like 9, 10 in the morning, is that okay? Or, I mean, what is the buffer time for the hotel?
If you come in early, in your case, if you are choosing like a flight from Casablanca with a custom flight and arriving into Medina earlier than the start of your package, you will have to wait for the hotel check-in times, which is going to be 4 p.m. local time. That is the standard local time for check-in. And at that time, if you have come in, let's say at 8 a.m. in the morning, your flight arrived to Medina, you will be brought to the hotel by the transportation that you had selected. And in the hotel lobby, you would probably put in your luggage, and there, you have room for you to relax. But you won't be having the room keys available readily to check into your room at that point of time. We will make all efforts to get you the room as early as we can, but we don't guarantee that because the official check-in time at the hotels is only 4 p.m. You can, of course, keep your luggage in a safe place. Hotels have that, clock rooms where you can place your luggage and then go into the Masjid Nabawi, pray your regular prayers, have lunch, come back, and once the rooms is available, you can, of course, check in at that point of time.
Okay. So what is the time line between the arriving at the airport to the hotel and picking up all the process? How long it takes usually in Medina? About a couple hours, including the transportation time?
The transportation itself is like 30 minutes. Alhamdulillah, like last year, me and my Imam, when we went together, we were just 2 in the whole bus, like a 50-seater bus. We were just 2. They just put us in the big bus and then drove us to the hotel. And they quickly bring you to the hotel. They won't even wait for the buses to be filling up like 40-50 people. So the check-in process the immigration process at the Medina airport itself could be fast. It could just take you less than 30 minutes. Pick up your luggage. If you have brought in any luggage, checked in luggage, you pick up your luggage. You will be received by the Nusuk team. Then there are going to be a couple of other agencies which are going to be making sure that all the paperwork that you have come with is going to be put together in a file. They will ask for passport information. They ask for the visa information and all that you will be providing to them. Then they know which package you have, which service provider you are with. They will take you to the representative of that particular service provider. He knows that to which hotel you should be taken care. He will bring you to the bus transportation that is going to be waiting outside and make sure that your luggage is loaded up. You are actually boarding the bus, and then it brings you right in front of the hotel. And before that, we would all be coordinating with our group members, making sure where they are starting from, when they are arriving, when they are at the when they have arrived at the airport. We would have provided our local numbers. We would be making sure that they are received at the hotel, inshallah.
Inshallah. Inshallah. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Next is Brother Abrar. Brother, can you
Assalamu
go on
alaikum.
mute and ask?
Walaikum assalam wa
Walaikum
rahmatullah.
assalam wa rahmatullah.
I'm gonna have enough option to have group flights, but in case I run into custom flight and I try to configure the package, and once I submit and buy the package, is it possible it's gonna give me error? And how I'm gonna know that where the error is coming from? Either the flight is not available, either the room is not available, or either one of the things that I have selected is not available. Is it going to tell me where the package is giving me an error?
Absolutely. Very good question, Brother Abrar. So the brother asked a very good question was, how do I know, like, there is a limited quantity for each of these? For example, the brother mentioned was, how do I know? Because there is a limited quantity of flights that we have for group flights. For example, I have about 135 group flights that are available from United States, and from New York and from Washington, AD. Every city has only a limited capacity or limited seats available inside of the group flight. If you are in the process of, let's say, buying a package, and in the process you exactly hit at the time when the limit has been reached, you will be prompted with the message where it says the flight capacity has been reached, or the Mina camp capacity has been reached, where you are trying to purchase a Majarul cups, because the Majarul Cups camp capacity is also limited, as I mentioned before, about 5,000 people. Or it could be the room capacity that has been reached, where you are trying to buy double room. In all of these cases, you will see a message box come up saying the package has reached its capacity with the camp, with the flight, with the room, and you have to go back and start the reconfiguration method at the point where it actually has reached the capacity limit. If it is the Mina camp, then obviously you are going back to step number 2. If it is the room type, it is going to take you to the step number 3. If it is the group flight, it is going to take you to the step number 5. And that's where you have to make the adjustment quickly and be able to proceed forward with whatever available options are. Yes, so the message is going to appear. I will try to get a screenshot of that one and share it with you all as to how it looks. Maybe by tomorrow, when we have the open office hours, I will try to bring that forward, Brother Abrar.
Right. Jazakallah khair. One additional question is, in case I have to choose the custom flight and the layover is more than 8 hours or 10 hours, is flight going to provide a room to stay, or you have to just wander in the airport and wait for 8-10 hours before your next flight?
If it is custom flight, of course, it's on your own, right? So you chose the custom flight, so you bought it from outside, and whatever is the airline policy, that's how it's going to be. If it is a group flight, we already know that in cases where the layover is more than 8 hours, then obviously we are working with the airlines to see if there is the options for any complimentary stays that are offered. In the past, I remember Emirates had that options, but I don't think any of our group flights have the options of more than an 8-hour layover. But in cases of the group and the custom flights, it's up to you to find out from the airlines if they offer you any kind of a complimentary stay for having stayed for longer than 8 hours. Because that's an airline policy, that's an international travel and agency policy that has to be followed by all airlines.
Right, Jazakallah khair.
Welcome, brother.
Okay, next is Azma. Can you please go on mute and ask the question?
Assalamu alaikum. The sale day, which is 3rd of Feb, is this time day as per the Saudi time, or it's going to be a local time for us?
Yeah, the time so far has not been revealed. We don't know exactly what time. In the past, I'm told it's going to be 2 p.m. Makkah time. And now that could be changing. Again, the exact date and time is not known. But 3rd Feb, likely 2 p.m. Makkah time, is sometime early morning for the North America people. Maybe little in the early morning hours of Europe side. That is how you need to calculate the time, and we will let you all know exact time. We will be made aware of this because the service providers will be firstly be notified by the Ministry of Hajj, and the service provider like us, all partners, will be notified of when the package actually is going to go live, and the date and the time exactly will be known. So at that time, we ask that you be prepared. We people who are actually working will likely have to take a day off. This is not a process of like, okay, in next 2 minutes I'll be done, I'll be off, back to work. This could be an entire whole day ordeal that you need to be prepared with.
So there will be a coordination on these days, 3rd and 4th, so we know when the packages are available. So like someone will tell us on the WhatsApp or some other
Yes.
means.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I can say. Yeah, we will inform you on the WhatsApp group. If you are already on our WhatsApp group, we will be keeping you updated all the time.
And generally, we open the Zoom call as well at the same time. So if you have any trouble, you can jump onto Zoom call and we can try to help you out there.
Okay, good. One more question. So I have 5 preferred packages, and when I try to buy any of these, like the package that I have in my cart, if that doesn't go through, I do have another 15 packages listed as in my bookmark. Is there any way to filter out the packages during the time when I'm trying to buy it? I want to filter based on the available packages and the bookmark that I have it. Is there any way to do that?
Well, the only way that I mentioned is, going to the packages filter that we have, and that packages filter has the packages that you can go through by clicking on view available packages only. In addition to this one, you can also probably have an option in here. Let's see, I think I saw somewhere.
See, here they say preferred packages, but now I can only add 2 preferred packages. But I have like
that's
15
an
of
issue.
the bookmarks. Is there any way, is there any trick to filter?
No. The only way, as I mentioned, was using the bookmark by having it directly go in here by entering in like this, where you have already the URL of this one, and it takes you straight into that particular package, and you are already up and running.
So during the time of when I buy it, when I click on my bookmark, which is like my will that bookmark page will show me whether that package is available or not?
Yeah, I mean, if it is not available, then you won't be able to see the configure package.
Oh, okay. So I can just open all the 15 bookmarks and I can keep checking which is available or not. Is that a process?
I don't want to do that because that could mess up your other chances of going through the first book page, whatever we were trying to work on. Yeah, I mean, keep it ready, but don't open it all in one session.
Okay. Thank you, brother. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
Next is Brother Bashir. Bashir, can you go on meet and
Assalamu alaikum. Thank you, brother. So I have a question. If someone just filed their application a week ago, is do you know the timeline for their application to get verified, or is there a process to expedite it?
Yeah. As I mentioned, I think early in my start of the webinar, a lot of people have got their applications verified. I myself had filed for a brother and it got verified within like 36 hours. Alhamdulillah. And I was like surprised. Wow, in 36 hours they got it approved. But there are people who have actually applied but have not gone through the verifications after maybe even a week. But if it has been more than a week, I would advise that number one is to create a support ticket with support@hajj.nusuk.sa, and secondly to send me a private message with your information so that we can try to escalate it and make sure that it has gone through the audit process and be able to get you ready before the package sale itself. There are cases where people having a passport of countries like Indonesia, Egypt, and Turkey, and many other, in a few other countries, even though they are a resident of a country which is serviced by Nusuk, their applications have not been picked up for verification. And the reason that I have been provided is that those countries are, for some reason, be not allowed to use the Nusuk platform for applying for Hajj. Now, if you are one of those and you are still not getting the verification, and that could be the reason why your application has not got verified.
Jazakallah khair. No, the passport is not an issue because it's a US passport, but I think I would follow
It should
the
not be.
second route that you mentioned, which is escalating with them.
Absolutely. Yeah. Inshallah.
Okay, thank you so much. I might reach out to you in a private message.
Sure.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, next is Sister Farnaz.
Assalamu
alaikum.
I just had a few questions to ask. So, the price that you configure at the end, is that the price that you will see on the day of the sale?
Yes, that's
Okay,
not going to change. That is in case where you have a group flight. In case where you have a custom flight, that's subject to change.
Okay, so these are the last prices. So because I'm from London, if I was to do the conversion rate, if I put that much amount or just a little bit more into the eWallet, that should be fine, right?
Yeah. By the way, when you fund your eWallet, you fund it only in Saudi Arabian Riyal. Whatever is the conversion rate it does for you, it applies at your bank. So you want to make sure the amount that you are going to see for your package, the total price that you see for your package, is what you want to have in your eWallet. That's all. The eWallets are only funded in Saudi Arabian Riyal.
Yeah.
It's not funded into the currency.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right. I had one more other question. So when you're booking the rooms, so if it's for 2 people that are going, you would book 2 rooms, right?
Yes.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
would book not 2 rooms. Yani you will book 2 beds in that particular room type for 2 people. If you are 2 people, then you will be putting in number 2 if you are choosing a quad bed, or 2 in double bed occupancy room.
Okay, yeah, that's okay. Also, one more question. For all the Dur packages, are you going to be the representative for them?
Yes. Alhamdulillah.
Okay. Next one, Brother Habib. Brother Habib, can you go on mute? Yeah.
Yeah. Assalamu alaikum, brother. I have 2 questions. So once we landed there in Medina, so will we have our travel documents with us, or we have to hand over to someone like a kind of a kafil?
No. Nobody is going to ask you for your passport. Nobody is going to ask you for any kind of document. And if anybody asks you for any document, first thing that you want to do is report to us as a group leaders, and we will escalate this to the ministry people through our service provider. So in the past, that used to be kind of maybe the case, but the ministry has clearly laid out nobody should be taking away your documents of any form. However, they will be asking for your passport document to take a printout of that passport and your personal visa document, because that is needed by the Nusuk and then the other agency who's working with Nusuk to account for people who have come in, who are going to be transported and all that. That is a requirement. They may be asking you for that one, but we will explain to you all of the process as we go post package sale, inshallah. But just so you be aware, nobody's going to take away the original documents from you.
Okay, so and it means we can take the photocopy we can arrange from here, so that
you can take a photocopies, keep it ready with you, and then just give them the photocopies. Yeah.
Okay, and the second question is, I saw on your slide the sale date is 3rd February. and it is going up to 15th of February global package sales tariff. So what does it mean? It's a the
So
deadline.
the package sale, if it is likely to be on 3rd of February, if it starts on 3rd of February, the packages are going to be on sale all the way until all of the packages are actually sold out. So there's no end. Generally what they do is, if within a week's time all the packages from all the countries have reached their country quotas and have been sold out, so within a week's period, this Nusuk kind of makes the system unavailable for further purchase of the packages within the week of starting of the package sale. Now there could be subsequent sale that could be triggered based on some of the remaining quota from the countries that did not get used in the first week of the package sale that was open. And at that time, the ministry decides to open the sale for more of the global audiences to go and purchase more packages. So that's where you will have another opportunity to purchase the packages. In addition, many people during the course of this time, for uneventful events, because of whatever personal reasons, they may be actually canceling the package right after they have purchased the package. Something goes wrong, they couldn't decide on going on the Hajj, and they just decide to cancel the package for themselves and the whole family members. People would just go and that becomes available, people get to buy those packages.
All right, thank you, brother. Okay, so can I ask what is the quota for the Canada?
I don't have the numbers, brother. It must be close to about 3,000, 4,000 is my expectation.
All
I don't
right,
have the
thank you
exact
so much.
numbers. Yeah.
Jazakallah. Thank you.
Okay, next one is Ash, someone with Ash.
Yeah, Assalamu alaikum. This is Ashfaq Khan calling from New York. I'm calling on behalf of my brother and his wife Tanveer and their daughter Aisha. They are in London and we are in New York. So we are trying to help them out go for Hajj and we want to pay for them. But the issue over here is that we have a debit card and a bank account. How do we proceed paying, considering that you mentioned that the packages are going to be opened on February 3rd and they'll be running for at least a week until it's over, and then subsequently they will open up more. You have any suggestions how to proceed?
If you have already registered, if you have already verified, you can right now be ready to fund your eWallet, whether it is a debit card or a credit card. And if it is somebody else's, like in your case, for your brother and sister that you are trying to fund their eWallet, all you have to do is either you get their login credentials and log in and then go into the eWallet, just like how I showed you in my steps, and add in your card number, your card name, the name of the card holder, their expiry date and the CVV code, and the transaction basically goes through to be applied to their eWallet. And it's going to be ready for them to make a purchase, provided they have all the funds needed to make the purchase of the package. Or in other way is you provide them your card details, they log in and then they go on to enter it. And in some cases where it's going to be kind of locked because of a transaction that is being trying to be done, like in UK, because of your bank being in US, that would mean that you have to get on phone. So the better option is for you, brother, is to take their login credentials of the Nusuk platform, go into their account, eWallet, go and top up the eWallet using your card. And for some reason, if it is not going through, is you call their bank because you own the card, you are the card holder, and then get it to go through into the Nusuk eWallet.
Debit. So what do you suggest, is debit or credit? Which takes faster, right?
My advice has been that credit card is faster, and in most of the cases that's the most easy and the fastest way.
But the credit card, okay. Anything else? Okay, appreciate. Assalamu alaikum. Jazakallah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, Abdul Aziz. Let's go on mute and ask
Assalamu alaikum, brother.
I
have a few questions. So if you have a family member, 3 or 4, we purchase the package, And if one of them not able to come, is it possible to cancel only one person or after the purchase?
Unfortunately, there is no individual cancellation. If a package is canceled, it is canceling for all of the people in your account. So either you lose everybody, or you just like let the other person's package amount just be forfeited.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And if one of the family member comes, start the journey on 22nd May, and then I heard you were saying 23rd is the last day to enter. For any reason, if there is a flight cancellation or flight delays, if they arrive at 24th, a little later than 23rd, will the Saudi government will allow to enter the person, or they will not allow?
24th of May is what you're saying?
Yes. The 23rd is the last day to enter, correct?
Yeah. In cases where there is a flight delay, obviously there's all some known reasons for you to be coming in late into the Saudi Arabia. All those are all cases where there are exceptions that are going to be done in cases where a flight was already scheduled, it is delayed, and something which is not even a service provider in control. It's an airline issue, local authorities issue. You are still arriving into Saudi Arabia on the 24th. You will still be allowed.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, it's not that you're intentionally booking something for a 24th and then you are trying to make it happen. Yeah.
Like we have a flight where one family member is starting from 22nd straight to Jeddah, reaching on the afternoon. But in case if that flight got delayed or cancelled or anything happens, then they give another flight to the next day. Then that could be a delay. That's why I'm going to.
All the time. Flights arrive and depart all the time. There's nothing like, the airspace is not closed on those days. It only means that you have to arrive before the start of the Hajj days. And that's what the Saudi ministry wants you all to be aware of.
Okay, so they will give exception for the genuine delay.
Yeah, unless you prove that, your flight was delayed.
Okay, okay. Jazakallah khair. Assalamu alaikum.
Yeah.
Next one is Brother Naveed. Naveed. Naveed there. Can you go unmute and ask the question? Yeah. Alaikum assalam. We can hear you.
Thank you very much, brother, for the mashallah beautiful demonstration.
Brother, we are not audible, Brother Naveed.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
It's still better, but if you can come closer, that will be better.
All right, okay. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, go ahead, please.
All right, okay. In fact, I have finalized the package. Now everything has been pretty much finalized. So I have configured the package. Now eWallet is okay. But as I'm looking now, me and my wife, basically we are two people traveling, inshallah, for Hajj. But when I'm finalizing the package, I don't know why I can see the price for the one person. It doesn't allow me, it doesn't show me for the two people price. Is going to be happening the same thing on the 3rd of February when we will be finalizing the package, or this one only it shows at the minute?
The price that you see, if I got your correct question properly, was that you have two people in your account and you are trying to buy a package for two people. The total price that you see is the total price for both the people, including the rooms, including the...
Yeah, basically the package which I am selecting for 10 days, and that package price is for one person, it shows. But in fact we are in a family, so I'm selecting the double room, so technically the price should be showing double, but still I can see the prices for the one person. So my concern is at the minute I can see this price, or that will be automatically changed when I'll be buying the package on the day 3rd.
No, it should, number one, as on today, you should be seeing the price, a total price for both you and your family members. If it is not happening, then that's some issue that we need to check into your case separately because everybody else is actually seeing every other prices inclusive of all the members. But if it is happening for you, Brother Naveed, we may have to set up a separate session so that you can walk us through and we can help you troubleshoot that.
Brother Naveed, are you selecting 2 from the drop down or just 1?
People like
We are not able to hear Brother Naveed well, so we move on.
yeah, both are verified, alhamdulillah.
Okay.
Yeah, let's message me out separately, Brother Naveed, and we can see what issue you have.
Okay, inshallah. Then tomorrow sometime,
Sure.
I will send you a text message, inshallah.
All right, brother.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you. Jazakallah.
Okay. That's all we have, Brother Wajid.
All right. That's all we had. Brothers and sisters, once again, Jazakallah khair for joining today. That's all I have, brothers and sisters. This recording once again will be shared, inshallah, later. Until such time, please remember in dua as well as make dua for yourself as well as all the brothers and sisters in the world. May Allah make it easy for all of us. Jazakumullah khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
لبيك اللهم لبيك لبيك لا شريك لك لبيك إن الحمد والنعمة لك والملك لا شريك لك